Welcome to Harlinsdale in Franklin, Tennessee. We drive through the gate and then the gravel. You hear the wheels roll over the rock. Each sound rounds out the edges, like pebbles polishing their own names. White fences line the fields, posts holding their quiet line. They've seen countless mornings, and they're in no hurry to count this one. Sunlight moves across the rails, like a slow hand smoothing a ribbon. Breathe in. Hay and clover, a low hint of leather. Wood warmed by the early light. Breathe out and let your shoulders drop. Nothing here is urgent. A swallow writes a quick signature in the air, and the sky keeps it, blue and generous. Feel the air settle on your skin. Not heavy, not light, just present. You park and make your way down a path. You pass a barn, a weathered post. The sun feels warm on your skin. There's a language in this texture, years collected in small ridges and soothes. You don't have to translate. You can just listen. Step and step. And the gravel sings its small, dry song. If you listen closely, you can hear the hush between each footfall, the gentle pause where stillness breathes back. A breeze moves through the grass. The sound is like fabric brushed by a passing arm. A soft rustle, a friendly secret. It carries a whisper of honeysuckle, a memory you can't quite place, but it feels like home. Ahead, the path glows a little lighter. Sun gathers in the dust, and you walk through a pale halo that drifts behind you. You are leaving only light and taking only calm. Let this place set your pulse, even and slow. Let it teach your breath that it can be simple. In as the fences draw their lines. Out as the fields open wider. Somewhere far off, a train murmurs just enough to lengthen the horizon. It arrives and fades like a memory of music. You don't need to hold it. It was enough that it passed by. Look across the green. The day has room here. Room for you exactly as you are. Nothing to fix, nothing to prove. Just a gate, a path, and the sweet arithmetic of step by step. One more breath with the fences, one more breath with the open sky. Now when you're ready, we'll drift past the stables, not to arrive, only to continue. The path opens, and there it is, the lake. Flat as glass, easy as breath. You slow without trying. It's what water does to us, invites the pace our bones were built for. The lake opens up like a mirror to the sky. Ripples move in slow, lazy circles where the breeze brushes its surface. A few geese drift by, their reflections doubling the peace. The sound of wings lifts off the water, the way paper rustles in slow motion. Somewhere a frog croaks, a single low note, steady as a heartbeat. You watch the lone duck make its way across the mirror. Feeling the sway of the little white dock. The air seems lighter. A little blue gill slashes the surface of the water. Turtles gently swim beneath you. Take it in. These moments aren't forever, so soak in the serenity. Your heart slows. You follow the worn path past the old bridge, where cattails bow with quiet dignity. The sun catches on their fuzzy tops like gold dust. Everything here moves unhurried. Even the light takes its time. Up ahead, the white farmhouse rises in the distance. Clean, elegant, proud, but not loud about it. The sun through the tree that holds untold stories. The rays through the branches calm your spirit. It brings hope. It brings peace. The green, the blue. You can feel the history here. You can almost hear the wagon wheels. The crisp smell of nature in the air. Its wraparound porch seems to breathe. Sighing under the weight of memory. What conversations happened on this porch? What kind of prayers were prayed? How many generations got to experience this kind of wonderful? You imagine the farmer coming in from the field, kicking off his boots after a long, hard work day. Making his way to the kitchen and smelling fried chicken and biscuits. The family having dinner in the little quaint kitchen. You can almost hear laughter from summers long gone. Screen door slamming soft in the evening. The fields beyond roll wide and open, stretching like a quilt of greens and golds. Wind moves through the tall grass in waves. First one side, then the other, like the land itself is exhaling. You catch the faint scent of hay, warm and sweet. At the edge of it all, the old barn stands quiet. Red paint weathered into soft rust tones. Doors slightly ajar as if still waiting for work to begin. A few swallows dart through the rafters. Beside it, the silo, tall, stoic, silver gray. The path begins quietly, a soft bend leading away from the old barn where the air smells faintly of hay and cedar. You follow it, slow and steady. Before the concrete, there were boots pressing into the dirt that's been walked by farmers, riders, and wanderers for generations. The pasture opens wide beside you, a sea of grass rippling in the breeze. Sunlight pours through the sparse clouds in golden ribbons, and each blade seems to shimmer as if the whole field were breathing. A bluebird drifts past, then another and another. Their songs fall through the air like small prayers. You can hear them echoing between the trees, carrying across the open space, bouncing off the hills beyond. The path keeps time, winding through clusters of bushes and trees. The air cools, and the light shifts to that soft dapple you only get when the leaves start whispering to one another. Each step has a faint scent of earth, a reminder that this land has held 1,000 seasons before you. And you can feel the air start to change, cooler now, heavier with the scent of water and stone. Somewhere ahead you can hear it, a low rolling murmur. The voice of the Harpeth River. Birds dart across the trail. Finches, wrens, sparrows, each one painting a small moment of life in motion. You slow down just to watch them. There's no rush here. The world moves at the river's pace. You pass the training rings. Wooden rails weathered by rain and time. Horses train here. Champions. Their hooves carving circles into the soft ground. Their riders learning patience, grace, and trust. You walk slowly toward the wide riding rings, the sunlight catching on the soft curls of dust in the air. You imagine a young rider circling the ring, reins loose, body moving in quiet rhythm with her horse. Training a horse is like training yourself. Hours upon hours of small steps. The steady brushing, the tightening of saddles, the gentle correction when something goes wrong. Becoming a champion isn't a single ride. It's hundreds of early mornings and late nights. Hands sore, heart open, learning to listen to what can't be spoken. The ring itself holds stories. Hoof prints that fade and echoes that stay. Every horse that's passed through here has left a trace of its spirit in the sand. Beyond the fence line, the fields roll out in gold and green. Birds drift lazily in the warm air. The sound of hooves softens, and it's time to make your way back to the river. The gravel crunches softly beneath your tires as you make your way down the winding path. Sunlight flickering through the trees. The air thick with that afternoon calm that only comes after you've filled your lungs with country air. You ease into the little parking lot at the end of the lane. Quiet and still. The sound of the world feels turned down here. You step out, shut the door gently, and listen. The hum of insects, the rustle of leaves. The slow rhythm of your own breath. A narrow trail leads down once again to the Harpeth River. You follow it, boots pressing into the soft earth, the smell of water and stone rising up to meet you. When you reach the bank, the river greets you like an old friend. Its current moving slow and steady, glimmering gold in the light. Birds skim across the surface, and every sound, the trickle, the sigh, the whisper, seems to tell you to let go. You sit for a while, watching the reflections dance. No hurry, no noise, just the easy peace of the water and the fading day. Moments like this don't need words, they just need to be felt. You take one last look at the river. Then start back up the wooden stairs. Each step creaks softly, echoing the rhythm of a day well spent. At the top, your car waits, dust settling on its hood like a blessing. Before you slide back inside, you sit there for a moment, thankful for the quiet, for the simple beauty of this place, for the way Harlinsdale makes you breathe a little deeper. You turn the key, and as you drive away, the sound of gravel follows you home, soft, steady, and full of peace.